Welcome back. We continue live right here at Pittsburgh CW. A reminder to you once again, we have the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown tonight around midnight after the late news on KDKA. By the way, Kevin Hammer on Twitter tweets me up at KD Pompey, says, "Hey guy, I can't get through, but 3rd and 6 and Cleveland had no timeouts. Why passing play? Things like that win or lose games." I don't necessarily mind the passing play on that one, Kevin, just because I want to try to, if I can retain possession, take clock away from them as best I can. But what I didn't like on that play was Hodges rolling out and threw the ball away, which stops the clock. I think in that case, you kind of take a sack or slide or do something, keep the ball in play, keep the clock running, take off 40 more seconds or whatever the case may be. Because at that point, Cleveland did have no timeouts left. They had absorbed all those. So, but hey, he's learning on the fly here as a first-time NFL player. There's a lot to consume, and I think overall he's done a very good job. Let's go to Todd in Oakdale. Hey, Todd, welcome. What's up?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
I would like to say I think that the moxie, I think, was described as Devlin Hodges. I would like to say that I think Devlin Hodges has played a heck of a game, and I am glad that they put him in, and I'm awesome to see that he kept playing the way that he played and kept his composure.
Yeah, composure's never been a problem with him, If you've watched him play, there could have been composure issues in his very first game because that happened at the Chargers when they were 1-4 in need of a win. And here he is undrafted. Nobody wanted him. He had to get a tryout here in Pittsburgh just to get on the training camp roster. And he's starting a game that you need to win in a place that you seldom win out on the West Coast. What happens? He goes 15 for 20, and he has a very high completion percentage, 75%. Got the job done. Didn't make glaring mistakes. When he was in the Ravens game, same thing. He had to come in because Mason Rudolph got jacked up by Earl Thomas, you might remember, on that scary play. Well, what's he do? He leads them on a touchdown drive, and they're in overtime and makes a nice throw to Smith-Schuster, who fumbles, and they lose their chance to win that game. What happens last week? Same thing. Comes in. They need a spark. He gives them one instantly with a big, long touchdown pass to James Washington, who did a very good job. But the pass was right on the money, which allowed him to keep his stride, and he didn't have to stop, and he had a head of steam, and then he applies the stiff arm. So, and then today, again, same thing. I thought he outperformed Baker Mayfield. If you look at the stats overall, the numbers suggest that. Although Mayfield got off to a great start, the Steeler defense can't say enough of what they did. After that first quarter, they dominated Cleveland, allowed just 3 points the rest of the way, and that was it. And they have a pretty impressive offense, you'd have to admit. So the defense will make Devlin Hodges' job easier. The defense will make any quarterback's job easier if you preserve points. The offense doesn't have to score as much. The problem with this team, if they fall behind by 14 points early or something bad happens, I want to see if they have the presence to come back, and it may be difficult then. We haven't seen that part of it yet, but this is early in the process. So that's going to do it for our program tonight. Thanks for joining us. Join us today on KDKA 1132. The news will start, and we'll be on with the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown right after that, just after midnight. Thanks again for your viewership, your calls. We'll do it again tomorrow night, 10:30, right here for another edition of the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Good night.